In the intricate tapestry of the global economy, where financial currents ebb and flow, some nations quietly rise, building their strength away from the clamor. Others, of course, dominate headlines, their names synonymous with economic power and influence. For years, economic giants, the established players, have taken center stage, dictating trends and shaping the global landscape. But now a new contender is emerging, ready to make its mark. The Philippines, with its vibrant culture and resilient spirit, is stepping into the spotlight. In 2024, amidst global uncertainties, the Philippines posted a remarkable 5.6% GDP growth. This is an impressive feat, especially considering the turbulent and unpredictable nature of the world economy. This isn't just a number on a spreadsheet or a statistic in a report. It's concrete proof of a resilient, dynamic economy, one that's adapting and thriving in the face of adversity. It's a testament to the country's ability to defy expectations and forge its own path to prosperity. The Philippines is now the second fastest growing economy in Southeast Asia, a region known for its dynamic growth and potential. This puts it ahead, outpacing many of its neighbors in the race for economic development. While other nations struggled to recover in the wake of the pandemic, grappling with its far-reaching consequences, the Philippines charted its own robust path, demonstrating its ability to navigate challenges and emerge stronger. It's now the eighth fastest-growing economy in the world. This ranking is based on a comprehensive analysis of 46 countries with readily available full-year GDP data, showcasing the Philippines' strong standing on the global stage. This impressive growth, while just shy of the ambitious targets set by the government, firmly cements the country's status as a formidable and increasingly influential economic force in the region and beyond. Behind this remarkable momentum lies a confluence of factors, including smart and forward-thinking policy decisions, significant demographic advantages, particularly its young and dynamic population, and perhaps most importantly, a collective drive to overcome adversity and build a better future. The country's economic managers have skillfully steered the economy through a complex landscape of both domestic and global challenges, working tirelessly to keep growth strong and sustainable for the long term. This isn't just an academic exercise or a theoretical discussion. It translates to real and tangible progress for over 115 million Filipinos, improving their lives and creating opportunities for a brighter future. The Philippine economy's story in 2024 is a compelling narrative, a story of resilience in the face of global headwinds and ambition to achieve even greater heights. And it's a story, a remarkable journey, that the world simply can't afford to ignore, as the Philippines solidifies its position as a key player in the global economy. To truly grasp the magnitude of the Philippines' economic achievement, we need to place it within a broader context. Let's take a closer look and see how it stacks up against its peers in the dynamic landscape of Southeast Asia. We'll examine key economic indicators and compare the Philippines' performance with other nations in the region. In a region buzzing with intense competition, where nations are constantly vying for economic supremacy, the Philippines has not only held its own, but has surged ahead, demonstrating remarkable resilience and growth. Its impressive 5.6% GDP growth in 2024 is a testament to its economic vitality. This figure outpaced Malaysia's 5.2%, showcasing the Philippines' stronger economic momentum. It also exceeded Indonesia's 5.0%, further solidifying its position as a regional leader. Even China's 4.8% growth was surpassed, highlighting the Philippines' exceptional performance in comparison to a global economic powerhouse. And Singapore's 3.8% growth rate was also bested, demonstrating the Philippines' competitive edge in the region. The Philippines isn't just keeping up with the pack. It's taking the lead and setting a new pace for economic expansion in Southeast Asia. This impressive performance has effectively repositioned the country on the global stage as not only a regional economic leader but also a highly attractive magnet for international investment and partnerships. Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman notes that this robust growth solidifies the Philippines' prominent place among the fastest-growing economies in the entire Asia-Pacific region, a truly remarkable achievement. For discerning investors around the globe, the message is crystal clear. The Philippines has firmly established itself as a top destination for those seeking significant growth opportunities in Asia. This consistent outperformance significantly boosts its overall appeal for foreign investment, attracting capital from around the world. Furthermore, it strengthens its voice and influence within the ASEAN community, allowing it to play a more prominent role in shaping regional policies. The country's successful mix of well-crafted and forward-thinking policies, a dynamic and increasingly skilled young workforce, and the vibrant energy of its private sector is collectively setting a new and higher standard for economic performance across the entire region. The Philippines is no longer just a passive participant in the ASEAN story, it's actively helping to write it, shaping its future, and driving its collective progress. And that proactive role is fundamentally changing the entire economic landscape of Southeast Asia, paving the way for a more prosperous future for all. How does the Philippines fare on the global stage? Let's delve into the data and explore the nation's economic standing in the international arena. We'll examine key indicators and compare the Philippines' performance against other countries. While outliers like Guyana experience rapid growth due to oil booms, a phenomenon driven by a single commodity, the Philippines' growth is broad-based and sustainable, built on a diverse range of sectors. This makes it more resilient to global economic shocks and fluctuations. The foundation of this growth is not just about quick gains, but long-term stability. Euromonitor, a leading market research company, ranks the Philippines among the top 5 fastest-growing major economies in 2024, a testament to its robust economic policies and dynamic business environment. This ranking reflects the country's potential for continued expansion and prosperity. Alongside India, a global powerhouse, Vietnam, known for its export-oriented manufacturing, Indonesia, Southeast Asia's largest economy, and China, the world's second-largest economy. This places the country in an elite club of nations, showcasing its economic prowess and potential for further growth, driving global economic expansion and contributing significantly to the world's economic output. The Philippines is playing an increasingly important role in shaping the future of the global economy. The IMF highlights that the world's fastest growth is now concentrated in Africa and Asia, with the Philippines at the forefront, leading the charge in Southeast Asia. Its success is built on its strong human capital, a thriving services sector, and a resilient domestic market that supports local businesses and consumption. This global recognition signals to international investors that the Philippines is open for business and ready to attract foreign capital, that the Philippines is a credible, attractive destination for capital, offering a stable and promising environment for investment. Being named alongside economic giants like India and China elevates its profile and investment appeal, making it a more desirable location for global funds and projects. The Philippines is no longer a peripheral player. It's stepping into the limelight as a key economic force. It's a central character in the 21st century growth story, actively shaping the global economic landscape. The world is taking notice of the Philippines' rise, recognizing its potential and contributions to the global economy. What's driving this economic surge? First, robust domestic consumption powered by a young, growing population keeps demand high. Remittances from millions of overseas Filipinos inject billions into the economy, fueling spending. The booming services sector, especially BPO, creates jobs and brings in foreign exchange. Massive infrastructure investments, roads, airports, ports are transforming the country's competitiveness. Manufacturing, especially electronics and food processing, is gaining ground. Strategic government policies attract investment and move the country up the value chain. Together, these pillars create a powerful, diversified engine for sustained growth. The Philippines' 2024 success is even more impressive given the challenges it faced. A record-breaking typhoon season battered the nation, causing widespread damage. Yet the economy absorbed these shocks and still posted strong growth. Inflation and global uncertainty tested policymakers, but the central bank managed inflation without stalling growth. The country's reliance on domestic consumption and services, like remittances and BPO, provided stability. This built-in resilience cushioned the economy from global slowdowns and disasters. The ability to persevere through adversity is the Philippines' greatest asset. Growth here isn't fragile. It's been stress-tested and proven durable. For investors, this resilience means lower risk and higher confidence. The Philippines is showing it can thrive, even when the world gets tough. Economic booms don't happen by accident. Government strategy is key. The Philippines has prioritized macroeconomic stability, prudent fiscal management, and an independent central bank. Reforms to open up sectors like telecoms and retail have attracted foreign investment and competition, Strategic budget allocations focus on infrastructure, education, and social services, investments in future productivity. When challenges hit, the government responded quickly, from inflation support to disaster recovery. This proactive, agile governance has created a stable environment for private sector growth. The result, a synergy between policy and business that drives sustained expansion. The government's vision is turning potential into real progress. The outlook for the Philippine economy is brighter than ever. The World Bank projects GDP growth of 5.9% in 2025 and over 6% in the following years. This momentum is built on strong domestic demand, steady remittances, and ongoing reforms. Infrastructure spending will keep boosting competitiveness and job creation. Sustained growth means more jobs, higher incomes, and greater investment in social services. The path ahead is not without risks. Global slowdowns and climate threats remain. But international institutions are confident in the Philippines' ability to navigate challenges. The country is set to remain one of Asia's fastest-growing economies. The future looks promising for business and society alike. For global business, the Philippine growth story is a call to action. Rapid expansion means a growing middle class and a booming consumer market. With a median age of 25, the country offers a young, skilled, English-speaking workforce. This demographic edge is a magnet for industries like BPO, tech, and manufacturing. Infrastructure and economic reforms open new doors for investment in sectors from energy to digital. The Philippines isn't just a place to sell. It's a place to build and grow. Its proven resilience reduces risk and promises sustainable, long-term returns. For investors, the numbers tell a persuasive story. The Philippines is a market you can't afford to overlook. We've explored the data, the drivers, and the future. The Philippines has emerged as Southeast Asia's economic powerhouse and a global growth leader. Its 2024 expansion came despite major challenges, proving its resilience. Compared to its neighbors, the Philippines is setting the pace, not just keeping up. A vibrant market, world-class services, and strategic reforms have created a multi-engine growth machine. For global business, the message is clear. The Philippines is booming with opportunity. Forecasts point to sustained, high-speed growth across industries. The country's young, dynamic population is both a market and a talent pool for the future. The Philippines is no longer just an emerging market to watch. It's a market to enter now. This is its profitable moment. And that's a story worth investing in.